Well, a tough one tomorrow night. Penn State's a ranked opponent. Obviously, they've dropped a couple lately, but they've got some really, really quality wins. They've got a potential Player of the Year candidate in Lamar Stevens. Jones is very aggressive off the as well, starting. They turn you over, 9 steals per game. Very, very challenging. So excited, obviously, about getting a win versus a top 20 opponent in Michigan. Very, very important to win at home because our schedule is so tough, one of the toughest that's ever been played here. So it's very, very important for our fans to be ready right away. I know we're offering some great deals, which is cool to see, especially with the students still not on campus. So we need a big one. Very important.
You talked about winning 5 out of your last 7 games, maybe 6 with Purdue. What has been a trend or themes that you've seen in those games?
Obviously we've had some unbelievable individual performances. But I think we're understanding where we can be good. Clearly there has been a good emphasis on getting Daniel the ball, down low, and for everybody, that's Daniel working. That's also having proper spacing. Being unselfish to understand that you got to get him a touch. The defense has been good, but I still think that that's got to trend in a different direction. I think the offense is getting much better, but the defense has got to pick it up. I thought we had spurts where we were really good last game, but we also had some spurts where we weren't very good. So it's I think there's been a competitive understanding of what needs to be done to win, and I don't know if we would have had that with 7 new faces if we didn't play this type of schedule that we've played.
Part of it was as easy as playing more games at home too. I mean, just feeling more comfortable with guys.
It's easier to win at home than it is on the road. It's just natural, and 6 of our 7 losses have been on the road. So we're comfortable here, like every team in the Big Ten is at home. It's very, very hard. People ask me all the time when I was in the SEC or when I was in the old Big East, what's the difference? The difference is the home venues. It's every place you go, with the exception of 1 or 2 maybe, it's a madhouse. And they're packed houses, it's national TV, and that just brings the most out of everybody.
Were you surprised at the swing in, like, say, Michigan State at home, and then they lose by 20-something on the road, and then Maryland at Iowa? It's pretty...
I didn't watch the game, so I don't know exactly what happened, but like I've said before, this league is really hard to win on the road. Obviously you go to all the games, and young people are going to feed off of that. It's not like the NBA or Major League Baseball or hockey. The environments, they're going to fuel young people, and you see it with us.
When you see the parity in the conference with roughly a dozen teams vying for a tournament spot, do you see that as an opportunity to bank up more quality wins, more quad one wins?
For sure. For sure. We scheduled obviously very, very difficult. I know Wisconsin was right up there in the top 10. I think Michigan State was up there in the top 10. I know Purdue is close. And we've got 7 losses. I think Purdue has 6 or 7, but their numbers are still really, really good. It's very important for teams to schedule tough, everybody in your conference, because then their numbers are going to be better when you play them. And that's what we want. I tell people all the time, the days of rooting against the guys that you play, those are over. You're rooting for your conference because you want strength in your wins. And you just look at the numbers, the amount of opportunities in front of us are absurd.
A lot of people are already talking about NCAA tournament, what you have to do. How do you talk to your team about that? Do you just tell them not to listen to that at this point?
Well, yeah, of course not. I think it's good for the sport with so many things going on in our world of, college football, the NFL, NHL, NBA. There's so much going on, so much content. So anytime you can bring awareness to college basketball, it's a good thing. But it's really, really stupid to talk about bracketology in mid-January. And what I try to educate our guys on is the quality of win opportunities in front of you. And that doesn't matter who you're playing. I mean, you're going to try to win every single game. But also getting them to understand that Ken Pom, OER, DER, which is offense efficiency, defense efficiency, that stuff matters now. Strength of schedule obviously matters. That's why our strength of schedule is so difficult. So educating them, but also getting them to understand, it's about playing tough and playing hard and finding a way to win.
So are some of the old time used to win 20 games to get in, that's all out the window now?
Totally out the window. It's real. The whole that was a bad loss or that was a good loss doesn't matter anymore. They legitimately take your team sheet and they got quad 1, quad 2, quad 3, quad 4, and they want to know how many quad 1 wins you have, quad 2 wins you have. And that's what they're looking for. So you got to have more W's to the left of that sheet. You're going to see teams getting into the NCAA tournament winning maybe 16, 17 games. It's just reality of it. And the NCAA wants you to schedule tough. They want to stay away from the, quote, cupcakes at home. It's hard to figure it all out. Is hard. And, you got to figure out what team you think you have coming back. But as our program's starting to grow, Mir Coffee goes pro early. Who knows what happens with Daniel down the road. So it's a little bit hard to handicap exactly where your team's going to be. Eric Curry going down. So obviously our schedule was brutal, but that's been good for us.
How's Daniel doing?
Good. Yeah, he's we didn't do a lot yesterday. Did some skill work. Got a lot of shots up. He didn't do any of that, but he'll be able to go today. We'll limit him, but we anticipate him playing tomorrow.
When he came back from the injury and then just fueled your team, you saw the crowd just go crazy, and he talked about, that's kind of why he stayed home and things like that. I mean, how much do you try to sell that, a guy like him in the home?
Well, I think this, as it pertains to recruiting, because I think you're only talking about local recruiting, not the other 49 states with all the other players. The last 2 local recruits that we've gotten have had a pretty good experience, and Michael has a chance to go to 3 NCAA tournaments in 4 years. Who knows what happens the next couple of months? Gabe's had an unbelievable experience. Jarvis had an unbelievable experience. But if you look at Daniel and Amir was an all-freshman player who got better and better, was an all-conference player. I kind of look at Amir as a player who only played here 2 years because he had that injury. And now he's playing in the NBA, 2-way contract, getting an opportunity. Daniel, whenever it is, I don't know, has gotten better. You can't deny us that we've gotten him better, and he's had an unbelievable experience, and he's going to have an opportunity to hopefully make really good money playing in the NBA if he continues to get better. So we're getting the right ones, and that's the most important thing.
When you signed Dan, did you envision that he could expand his range to shoot a couple threes
I did.
a game?
Yeah. It's going about what I expected, to be honest. I mean, he was a great recruit when we got him. I mean, a lot of really good schools wanted him. Played a lot as a freshman. Understood where to get better, where he was good. We talked over the summer, like, hey, expand that range. You can make it. We're all for it. Don't shoot a million of them. Understand where your bread is buttered. Don't live around the perimeter. Get down, down low as much as you possibly can. And he's really, really coachable. And he loves playing here. He loves playing for the name on the front of the jersey. He doesn't understand why anybody wouldn't want to come here. And that's why I love him. I mean, he's a special kid.
With Alihan, you kind of have to do the opposite, where you try to get him in the post and be more physical and rebound a little bit more than he was used to.
I think where his bread is buttered is driving. I think he's really good at that and then settling into the post-up like you saw last game. He's got good footwork. He's patient down there, which, he's causing some problems. He's quietly playing terrific basketball. You lose the amount of rebounding that we lost with Jordan Murphy, the best, one of the best rebounders in Big Ten history. You need other people to step up. Daniel obviously has done that, but I think that Alihan, is certainly not naturally as gifted, but is very good at other things. But he's starting to scrap and get some really good ones as well.
Were there any key moments or conversations with Ali as he kind of got his feet wet to get more settled?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get a fifth-year senior, it's right away they come in and they're in a rush. Where our freshman class, besides Trey, they don't play a lot, but I'm still very excited about them. You can tell them, be patient. It's a process. Where fifth-year seniors are like, now, I want this now. What are we doing now? You know, so I just told Alihan, you know, because he was really frustrated early. And he's like, I don't know what my role is. And I'm like, Alihan, the way that you're playing, there is no role. It's the reality of it. That's the truth. Now he's starting to play really, really well. The role hasn't changed. What's changed is he's getting comfortable. And now all of a sudden he's smiling all the time and he's happy all the time. And that's great to see. You know, that doesn't make you selfish to want to play well individually. And, you know, Alihan he was a key get for us because when, you know, we weren't sure with Eric Curry and we needed a little bit of insurance there just because he's had such bad luck. And it was important to get a guy like Alihan.
Good.
Thanks.